The 6-7 Minnesota Vikings are the best 6-7 team in NFL history, soon to be the best 7-7 team in NFL history as they descend upon the Windy City Monday Night Football to take on the crooked Chicago Bears. Here are 5, but really 7 keys for the Vikings to come out with a victory on Monday night. Number 1, KIRK needs to win on Monday Night Football. Oh, KIRK is 1-9 on Monday Night Football, but the winnow was last year versus the Bears in Chicago on Monday Night Football. Blah, 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 blah. And like we pointed out earlier in the week, his best game as a Viking. Bears are 8th in the NFL in passing yards allowed, but that's a misnomer because they are 2nd in fewest attempts against them. And the Bears are 27th in passing touchdowns allowed with 24. Also, they're 26th in the league in PFF coverage grade. So yum time for KIRK and the offense. Now, Jalen Johnson, the pride of Utah, has become quietly one of the better young corners in the league. I love him. Him and Justin Jefferson should be an epic matchup, but JJ still needs his 12 targets, and I have a lot of respect for Cheeseburger Eddie Jackson, the safety of the Bears, but he hasn't been great this year. Like, you can definitely get after number 4. Hopefully Thielen will be back from his high ankle sprain, so 18, 19, 17, bingo, can feast, and maybe ISM, a couple of deep ball shots too. And the Vikings should be able to keep KIRK clean because no Khalil Mack. He just keeps dodging Brian O'Neill. By the way, Khalil Mack has 0 goose egg D'Angelo Russell sacks against Brian O'Neill career. So that's whatever. Probably no Akeem Hicks as he works back from his ankle injury. Robert Quinn, stud. Respect that man. But the rest of them, I think that Kirk Cousins is going to be 2-9 on Monday Night Football when it's all said and done. Key number 2 for the Vikings to get a win on Monday night, rattle Justin Fields. And we said in the draft process that the one main drawback on Fields is that if you get some pressure on him, he folds like 8-3 offsuit under the gun. Even more than most of the other young quarterbacks. Like, if you get some stank on Justin Fields, he will make big mistakes. Fields has a quarterback rating of 38.7 when pressured. He has 5 interceptions when the heat is on. Now, he also has 5 interceptions when not pressured. So, yeah. Vikings need to manufacture a pass rush up front. Wanham, Sheldon, Wilkes, Pierce, Armand for Watts. Also, blitz him all night. Like, the Vikings should honestly take the game plan that the Dolphins used against the Ravens and just zero blitz. They zero blitz Lamar every single play. Basically, they should do that to Fields. Yeah, he's going to take some one-on-one shots on the outside with Mooney or Goodwin, but whatever. I do not care at this point. Just get heat on Fields. You need to get after this Bears offensive line. The corpse of Jason Peters at left tackle has been okay, and I do have a lot of respect for Cody Whitehair and James Daniels, but Mustipher at center has been a liability. Hello, Michael Pierce. Hello, Armand for Watts. And right tackle Larry Borum, the pride of Missouri, was put on the COVID list, so there's going to be some shuffling up there. Get after Justin's ass, and he will serve you up a meatball. Harrison Smith, interception game. Xavier Woods, Cameron Bynum. Hey, can Patrick Peterson have his first INT as a Viking? Let's see it. Love to see it, man. Next up, key number 3 for the Vikings to get a win on Monday night. Don't give up the deep ball. Because overall, Allen Robinson, respect, he's a stud. But Fields seems to have more of a connection with Darnell Mooney. And also Marquise Goodwin is also in the mix. Both speedster on the outside. And the Vikings cornerbacks, Peterson and Breeland, they've struggled. They've struggled with speed during the season. And frankly, it might be in the Bears' best interest if they can't get anything going on offense. Just, hey, take a deep shot. Get Fields a little bit of protection, or he moves in the pocket and then just chucks one up. It could give them the best shot against the Vikings, and the Vikes need to be ready. Next up, key number 4 for the Vikings to get a win against the Bears on Monday night. Stuff David Montgomery. Now, David Montgomery is going to be the second most talented former Iowa State running back in this game. Face. Last year against the Vikings, Week 14, he dashed for $146 and 2 touchdowns on 32 carries. Vikings cannot allow that to happen again because if the Bears can run the ball competently, it gets them, it keeps them from getting behind the sticks. It keeps Justin Fields out of 3rd and long where Zimmer can dial up some nice on him. Play action is going to work as well. Plus, they can eat up the clock. They can really ugly up this game, make it into a rock fight, which I think is going to be the Bears' best chance to win. Keeps Kirk Cousins and Jefferson and DALVIN off the field. Key number 5 for the Vikings to get a win on Monday night, Dalvin Cook. That is all. Now, he will be 11 days removed from his 205-yard, 2-touchdown performance against the Steelers, which is legendary. He's getting healthier. He is motivated. He and the Minnesota Movement Company want to put this team on their backs and take them to the promised land, baby. And Roquan Smith, Great linebacker for the Bears. He's having an off year. Akeem Hicks, like we mentioned, might not play. He hasn't played since week 9 with that ankle injury, so that could really soften things up in the middle. And the Bears have allowed 13 rushing touchdowns this season, so I think that Dalvin Cook could find himself some pay dirt again on Monday night. Next up, key number 6 for the Vikings to get a W. Don't be afraid to win. It's the Bears. It's Matt Nagy, fake-ass Brad Childress. Don't pucker up. Alex Zimmer, go for the throat, go for the win, be aggressive on 3rd down, on 4th down, take deep shots, blitz the hell out of Fields all damn night. Stop going for 2, by the way, because that is misplaced aggression. It's actually really stupid. Stop chasing points before you have to, but blitz Justin Fields all night, get after it on 3rd down, and take your shots on offense, and have there be no doubt on national television that the Vikings are a contender. And lastly, key number 7, additionally, special teams. All right, so obviously Kinkenna Nwangu is going to be huge. Maybe he'll bust one. That'd be great. As well as who's going to fill in for D.D. Westbrook at punt return if he doesn't come back from COVID. Also, Bears side, do not give up a touchdown to Jakeem Grant, who returned one against the Packers, the first punt return touchdown in the NFL this season. So no Dan Chisena is on the COVID list. Ryan Connolly's on injured reserve. So special teams took a hit this week. So Ryan Ficken has to step up in the third phase and get things done. Final score prediction. I'm actually feeling good about this one, which makes me very uneasy. But I do think that the Vikings will control the game from wire to wire. I think Justin Fields, he'll get his shots in, but I think the Vikings will be able to smack that all on the floor. I think the Vikings will get after that ass. I think that he'll serve up 2 turnovers, 1 interception, 1 strip sack. Calling it. I think Kirk Cousins does work again, just like he did on the Monday night against the Bears last year. I think Jefferson gets 12 plus targets. He gets his. Thielen back, probably catches a touchdown. Dalvin gets 100 plus. So I think all things click for the Vikings in all 3 phases, and I think that there is no doubt. Give me Vikings 26, Bears 13, 7-7, baby. Feeling good. Feeling good. But what are your thoughts? What are your keys for the Vikings to get a win against the Bears on Monday Night Football? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.